A big, fat wind-up. I hope you've had a hoot, mind-hoovering the universe of wise-cracking wisdom I've laid out for you. It's been a blast writing the kind of book I'd like to read, the kind of savvy, no-bullshit, spirit, earth-based stuff I think there should be a lot more of. Because after all, we've chosen to be on this orb, and life's too precious to spend it wallowing in a mire of aphorisms we've heard before. And sometimes the scent of jasmine and fucking patchouli. Now I could write a book on how much I hate that scent. Gets a bit overwhelming. And us slobs just want some of that gutsy, life-soaked stuff we've come here to experience. One thing's absolutely certain. We're all gonna kick it one day. At least as far as the particular persona we've currently adopted is concerned. So sweating our process to the Godhead is kinda redundant, as we all get there in the end. So enjoy the world and that environment you've created around you. Because sure as shit, you are the Godhead in your particular expression of it. And your duty is to get that. Get who and what you are as mirrored around you. And to make your adventures as cool for yourself and others as possible while having the kind of experience that makes us all happy. One thing that remains gobsmackingly clear to me is the simple truth that a lot of people on this planet seem to be oblivious to, and which I urge you to remember each and every millisecond of your life. If you wouldn't want that shit to be happening to you, it's a no-brainer that you shouldn't be doing it to others. Get it? Well, that's a slight aside, and by now you're used to that. I want to kick you out the door by telling you that in your journey to becoming the ultimate spiritual slob, not to beat yourself up if you find irksome bits and stuff in your environment you wish you didn't have, or things reflected that you didn't know about before that you kind of hoped you'd remain ignorant of. It's all where you're at now. And you, like all of us, have a choice at every moment of your life, like now, to create the world you live in. So get to it. My taxi driver, Jack, a happy, down-to-earth dude who always takes me to and from Heathrow, was driving Coco home from the airport the other day and paused in his conversation with her. The kind of deep pause that makes one lean closer, waiting in anticipation, and said, "Can I ask you a question about Gregg?" Coco, expecting the usual query about vocation or sexual preference, said, "Sure, what?" Jack, focusing his eyes on her in the rearview mirror, finally flopped it on the table. "Does Gregg have Tourette's?" She almost pissed herself, and so did I when I heard that. I didn't quite know whether it was something to examine or something to be proud of, but it was deliciously, delightfully amusing, and reminded me that sometimes it's hard to determine exactly what it is or who it is we are, and certainly even harder to imagine who we seem to be to others. So enjoy who you are. Make yourself the best of what that is, whatever the fuck that means, because you may never really find that out. But you can have a lot of fun getting to the mysterious destination that never really arrives.